Welcome to Zombie Programming Tutorials. My name is Dylan, and today we're going to start my new series on how to program using Python. So welcome again, guys. This is the How to Program Using Python series, and we're going to hop right into it by installing the IDLE, which is the Integrated Developer Environment for Python. So the first thing you're going to want to do is head over to python.org, and here you'll find the page, and at the top or near the top you'll see downloads, and you want to go to all releases. And if you have a different OS other than Windows, you can download it for Linux, Mac, and others, but this is the latest version for Windows. You want to download 3.6.5, and it's going to pop up down here. Alright, and once it's done downloading, all you're going to want to do is click it, and it should open up the installer for Python. Alright, and since I already have the IDLE set up, I'm just going to hit modify, and we're going to install everything here. And my modification was successful. If you don't already have IDLE, it'll just tell you to install it onto your machine. You basically hit all the positive answers and you will be good to go. Now you need to open up the IDLE. I have a shortcut for it down here at the taskbar, so I'm just going to go ahead and hit that. And you'll be presented with this screen right here, which is called the Python shell. This is where you're going to get a lot of your output for your programs. However, you can execute some simple statements here, but usually the choice of editing a program is done through the editor itself, which I'm going to show you how to open up here in a second. But I'm going to go ahead and run a simple statement here, which is called a print statement, which will print something to the screen that you want it to. So if we just type in print, and we're going to put some parentheses because we want to contain what we're going to print. And we're also going to put double quotes, and you want to surround any kind of string values, which are any kind of like text values, or if you want to put your name, you want to put it as a string value because it's a string of characters. We'll get more into that when we get to variables. However, just go with what I'm doing right here. I want to print out welcome to Python on the screen, so we're just going to type out welcome to Python, and this should output welcome to Python on the screen, as you can see right here. So now I'm going to show you how to actually display the edit window, and also how to allow it to default to the edit window when you open up the IDLE, instead of it always opening up the shell. So all you're going to want to do is up here on the menu bar, you want to hit options and configure IDLE. You want to navigate to general, and right here you'll see window preferences. At startup, you want it to show the edit window and not the shell window. Hit apply and OK. And now you can close out of the Python shell and then open up Python again, and now you will be at the edit window. So it is just a blank screen, and here is where you're going to type all of your code for anything that we do from now on. Anytime you open up the IDLE, it should open up the edit window. If not, just redo the steps that I just told you, and you will have it to where it will open up every single time. Alright, and before we exit the video here, we're going to show you one more thing, which is the execution process of a Python program. So I'm going to type a simple program here. We're going to use the print line that we did earlier on, which is welcome to Python. We're also going to do, this is your host, Zombie Programming Tutorials. And let's do a math problem. Print 5 plus 5. So before we even execute this program, we're just going to go ahead and take a look at it. So here we're going to get print welcome to Python, which this should output welcome to Python onto the screen. And this next line is very similar in the fact that we're just printing text to the screen, and this time it's going to say this is your host, Zombie Programming Tutorials. However, you'll notice the difference between the first two lines and the last line. The last line doesn't have any kind of quotes around it, and that is because we're wanting to print a numerical value to the screen. So when we print 5 plus 5, we're going to get 10. It's going to execute and evaluate what's in the parentheses before it displays whatever it wants to this, or whatever we want to the screen. So if we have 5 plus 5, it's going to display 10 to the screen because 5 plus 5 equals 10. So let's go ahead and run this program. Now when you run a program, it's always going to say this unless you have already saved it, which is source must be saved, okay to save. It will allow you to save your program under any name that you want. I'm going to save it to downloads here, and we're going to type in YouTube tutorials. And now it's going to run, and as you can see, we're back at the shell, and it has some output for us, which is welcome to Python. So if we go ahead and display this here, we have welcome to Python. This is your host, Zombie Programming Tutorials, and print 5 plus 5, which outputs to 10. Alright, well that is going to be it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, go ahead and leave a like on the video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. I'll try to get to it ASAP. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. This has been Zombie Programming Tutorials, and I will see you guys in the next one.